What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Correct Me If I'm Wrong. I'm your host, Marcus. And today we've got we might as well call Candy a goddamn guest on this motherfucker. But anyway, we got three guests and the co-host. We got my man Pope. What's going on, Pope?
What up? What up? What up, though?
How you feeling today, bro?
Fantastic, man. I'm healthy.
You looking nice and springish.
I'm so anxious for a vacation, man. I'm dressing like I'm on vacation.
Yeah, I seen your post, man. It's about time for another one, huh?
Man, I can't wait, man.
Where's the last one you went to?
The last one I went to was my cruise for my honeymoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
You recently just had a birthday, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 45.
Y'all party pretty hard, right?
Yeah, no. Yeah, my blood pressure was up. Is it the blood pressure? Yeah, my blood pressure was up real high. I went to the dentist the next day, and they damn near didn't want to do my teeth. They was like, "You need to go to the hospital, dude."
All right, and we got my man Yak in the building. What's going on, homie? How you doing?
What's good, big dog? I'm getting
appearance.
ready for a vacation right now.
Oh yeah. I see where Miami, right?
Yeah, hey, we got to talk about that too because there's a baby mama that caused a whole bunch of hell over it. So I want to talk about that.
Oh shit! Just one baby mom.
Just one baby mom. You know, if you're a baby daddy that's been trying to do their thing, unfortunately, sometimes when we try to live life and have fun, we're not allowed.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. I felt that. I heard that.
All right. But this is your second appearance on the show, right?
Yes, sir.
I believe this is the second time you've been on. Okay. And we got a brand new guest who's never been on the show, Miss Shakara. How you doing?
Hey y'all, it's your girl Shakira. Thank you for having me.
Did I say
Hello,
that?
welcome.
Did I
Thank
say
you.
that incorrectly? Is Shakara or Shakara?
Shakira.
Shakira. Okay, Shakira. All right, the first time on the show. I think we had spoke before. You said you had listened to a couple shows, so you are familiar with kind of how it goes. That's what's up. I also see that you're about to be starting up your own podcast, correct?
I am looking into starting up my own podcast. I've got a lot of things that I'd be wanting to talk about. I have a lot of recordings that I keep to myself. I just make, but I haven't gotten there.
All right. I can dig it. And last but not least, the motherfucker who's been MIA for a good month. Well, we got the co-host, Miss Candoria Lear. How you doing, Candy?
I'm all right. Always busy, so I apologize. I'm gonna get back on it though.
It's good to see you, though. It's good to see you. How's everything, been, man? The people ain't seen your face for a minute.
It's good. I mean, I can't complain. Just busy. I'm sure y'all hear that. So everything's good. I can't complain. I really can't.
So guys, this is episode 45. We've been doing this for a few years. Clearly you can see him doing this for what is this shit, Katie? I think it's about to be 3-year anniversary soon. I know we put the first one out sometime. Yes. I believe in March or April, late April, mid-April. I believe it was sometime in April. But 3 years, clearly 45 shows is not consistent enough. But this is episode 45. And before we get into, the two topics that I have on hand today, I want to talk about this, guys, because I've seen this on social media. I know you guys have seen it. A lot of people talking about it. How do you feel about? Well, first off, have y'all heard about the Siamese twins that were married?
Here, yes.
You have heard about it?
I haven't.
Okay. I haven't either.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into it for the people who have not seen this or really know what's going on. Hold on. Can y'all see this all right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what they look like. Two blonde chicks marries this guy. Clearly you can see that they have two heads. Now, a lot of people have been saying, well, how does this work? And I don't know if you guys can read this clearly. The people who are listening to this, just audio, won't be able to see it. But it says, because everyone is asking, we're just going to tell you. Yes, I have sex with my husband. Yes, I go down on him. Yes, my sister Brittany is there. Yes, my sister and I orgasm is one. But when I sleep with my husband, she's usually reading a book or listening to a true crime podcast. She just puts the pleasure out of her mind.
Don't walk away.
How do y'all feel about that? Whoever wants to go first.
Read that again. I'm sorry.
Hold on. It says, because everyone is asking, we're just going to tell you. Yes, I have sex with my husband. Yes, I go down on him. Yes, my sister Brittany is there, the other twin. Yes, my sister and I orgasm as one. But when I sleep with my husband, she's usually reading a book or listening to a true crime podcast. So she just puts the pleasure out of her mind. That's what this says.
I feel like
That's y'all question, ladies.
I feel like her sister. I feel like if I was a Siamese twin, there would be this unspoken uh, rule, like your boyfriend is my boyfriend. Like, what this look like? I can't go see my boyfriend, so I'm not sure what that.
That's a whole nother question right there. What does the other one do? Who is she seeing? Because if I'm the husband, oh hell no. Yes, oh hell no. Oh hell no. Because it's the same coochie, bro. It's the same coochie.
It's a different
Coochie.
Yeah, I don't know how you can really put the whole, putting the pleasure part out of your mind. And then my thing is like, okay, what happens when the other twin gets a boyfriend or wants to get married? Now this married man has to deal with another man drilling on his wife. Or they have to be into some poly stuff. I don't know.
I just don't know. Like, ladies, I got an honest question. Like, have you ever been able to just not think about an orgasm? Am I missing something here?
I mean, if it's trash, that's the only way I
I've
can
never
see her
had an
sitting there
orgasm
reading a
and been
book.
like, I've never had an orgasm and been like, damn, this Harry Potter movie is good.
Maybe she ain't. She just don't want to make her husband look bad.
Or maybe she's just reading it to be nice. Like, all right, I'm going to try to let them have this intimacy. I'm just going to put this book on my face so they don't, so they can have a little bit of privacy. It's kind of funny to call it privacy.
Pope got something to say, Pope. Your face got something to say, bro.
No. I'm just, I got a lot going through my head. Like, it's like, I'm just wondering, like,
if it's your wife, Pope, it's your wife. It's your wife. Put it as your wife.
Okay. Well, from a man's perspective, I wouldn't want to do that because now you're dealing with two women for the price of one. I don't see how that's beneficial. Like, cause she clearly has a different personality, and she's being an asshole from the gate. Like, I'm hitting it, and you reading a book. Like, so already, man. Come on, man. Like, this ain't gonna work. But what I'm wondering though is, like, some women are so opposed to the poly lifestyle. Like, isn't that the time to be in a poly lifestyle? I mean, just fucking get in a poly lifestyle. You literally banging the same dude, man. So that's poly, man. I don't care what they say.
That's craziness.
I mean, I mean, that would be poly by default, right?
Yeah, like, that's no choice.
And
you share the same man. Period.
She's being. Let's keep it a bean. Like, let's call it what it is. She's being a polite liar. There ain't no way you're not paying it unless he ain't hitting it right. Candy said it best. If it's trash, if he ain't hitting it right, then yeah, you can read a fucking book and pretend like it ain't happening. But if he railing you, if it's me, let's talk about men. So for example, I'm competitive. Not the hell, you reading that book, I'm gonna rail the shit out of you so you drop that book because it's the same coochie. It's the same coochie. I don't care. Like, hey, something ain't going on right. This ain't right. No, something ain't right. He just as stupid as them because he put himself in that dumbass position. Just all stupid.
I mean, my thing is like, I wonder what the benefit it is for him. Like, what's in it for him to do this?
If there was
Right.
two coochies, I'd see the benefit.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, two heads is kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? How often?
No, that's fucking scary as hell.
How often do you get head at the same time by two different head? You know, by two different
Man.
people.
true.
I'm just
I'm
saying,
good on that.
bro.
that doesn't happen often.
And
And that's what I'm
I
saying.
know
For her to say she goes down on her dude, like
That got me.
You just turning your head.
You ain't reading no book no more, girl. Bye.
See it? Like, what you doing? Turning your like, what is you doing? Like, come on now. Like, if that was me as the husband, I'm married to both of y'all. The hell with all that. Throw all this other shit out the window. Like, we all together. It's poly, and it is what it is. Like, I'm not about to sit here and watch you read a book, because if you able to read a book, in my brain, y'all got the same coochie. Y'all have the same feelings. If you're able to ignore me, it must not be that good for her.
I just got a quick question. How cool is it to say, from his standpoint, that he got
Cool.
2 in 1?
That's brownie points. That's brownie points.
I don't really
Yeah.
think that's cool. I think it's
You
a little
know?
weird and like fetishy a little bit.
Really?
Like, I don't
All right,
think
so
that's
I
normal
got
to want
a weird
somebody with
question
2
for y'all
heads.
then.
I don't
got a
feel like
weird
that's
question
normal.
then.
I feel you on
Weird
that.
question.
Yeah.
Big
And I
old
mean,
weird question.
everybody deserves somebody, so I don't
That's
mean
what
it
I
like
was
that.
thinking.
But just on a normal level, like I want a
But what if
motherfucker
he
with 2
cheat?
heads.
What if he cheat with the other sister? There's my weird question. What if he cheat with the other sister?
Is it cheating?
Nope.
Yeah. How can he
It's
do
the
Unless
same
that?
she
as her
reading the
that he's
book.
been hitting,
I don't know. She
Unless
the
he
one making it
kissing.
seem, she the
or
one
she
making
gave
it
him
seem like
head.
she ain't there. She the one making it seem
That's
like
what
she
they
don't
is.
participate.
but the thing is, it's not like you can do that behind somebody's back.
Right.
You
Like,
know what I'm
Marcus,
saying? Like,
Marcus, put yourself there. I need you to, Marcus, as the man, I need you to hone your inner lion. You railing your girl and her other head just reading a book, bro.
I mean, well, first off, we have to see, have they trained themselves to do it? Like, how long have they been doing this? I'm sure this isn't the first dude. They're not virgins. I want to believe that.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? But I do also agree with Candy. Like, I feel like this is like some fetishy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Until
how do you
until
even?
the other sister wants a nigga.
But that's
Now we got a
that's
problem. As
yeah.
a man, I got a problem with that, bro. That's why I'm marrying both of them. I'm married because at the end of the day, it's the same coochie. So any STD you bring her brings me.
But that's
Any
what I was.
tie, like let's say the other sister's a hoe. Let's say the other sister wants to use the coochie as a hoe, but the other sister wants to use the coochie as a wife. Where do you draw the line, bro?
or let's just say the twin that ain't married, she got her boyfriend and now she pregnant. So now your wife is carrying another dude's baby.
You don't went to a whole nother level. Now who the daddy?
It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
I mean, just knowing it as you married this, these twins, or you married one of the twins, and just knowing that somebody else is going to be fucking. Another dude is going to be fucking.
You should be with both of them. That's the only way I can see that making sense.
My opinion might be a little rude, but I'm sure there's a nigga with 2 heads out there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That makes it
easy. Yeah. But then I'm like, yo, where do you really, this isn't something that you see often. Like, where did y'all meet? Like I read somewhere that I think it was on a comment. Somebody said they were teachers.
Who controls the body, Marcus? That's what my brain is at. Like, if I gotta say me and you got the same body, Marcus, and I'd be like, I'm about to go fuck this bitch, but you'd be like, no, I want to go fuck this bitch. Where are we going?
We're gonna have to make a compromise.
Hey, yo,
we'll go over here. We go here first. We're gonna go over here first, and then
whose thoughts control the body?
I think it's a team effort.
See, me and you be fighting, bro.
Like, I know I've seen a documentary on another set of Siamese twins, and one controlled the right half and one controlled the left half. So maybe it's something like that. But then if that's the case, then bitch, you definitely
You
participating in this.
exactly me. I
You
be
ain't
check
just
when
got the
I
left side
definitely be
limp.
rubbing on that
Just
right leg.
hanging.
Is
Yeah.
it cheating if I rub on the right leg?
But
I'm
what
married to the left leg.
Yeah.
what side is the horny side though? You know what I'm saying? Is that like just a feeling that they what if one is and one ain't? Like, or is it just a collective of when we when one feels this way, we both feel this way?
I don't know. That's tough.
What's that old football movie? Left side, strong side.
Remember the Titans. Yeah, but I just wasn't sure if y'all had heard about that, and then to bring this up to see what you guys' thought was on it. Marion, what's up, man?
What's
You
good?
stuck
My
in?
bad. It took me a minute to get in.
Nah, you
Good
good.
to see you. Hi.
Marion,
Marion, what's up?
What's good?
how's everything been?
It's been going. Life is busy as always.
And for those who don't know, Marion is a leap year baby. So in technical years, how old are you?
9.
Nah.
What?
You look it.
Like, oh,
You look it.
Wait,
Happy belated though,
what?
Marion.
So explain this though.
I only have
the-
I only have a birthday when there's an Olympics.
So what is your
That
birthday, like
is a
February
very simple
29th
way.
or something?
Mm-hmm.
No
I've
way.
never heard somebody explain it like that.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
So on a normal year, when's your birthday? March 1st?
When I feel like it.
Oh, it's just whatever. Okay, that's crazy. Are
So
y'all
my
fucking?
question,
Are y'all
Mary.
fucking around? You serious?
No, dead ass.
So my question about
that's
your
pretty
birthday,
crazy.
Mary,
What's it?
Yeah.
is if you were a Siamese twin with 2 heads and one of y'all came out on the leap year and the other didn't, how would you handle this situation? Because
I
I
don't
ain't hear
think
you
that
say
can
nothing.
happen.
I mean, the thing about first of all, they had a whole. Y'all never seen their show before?
Say it
Wait,
Like
again.
they
say
had a
that
show
again?
like 10 years ago. They had like a whole TLC show about their life.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. I never watched it though.
Yeah, so I only watched a few episodes, but like they were really like intent about trying to like solidify their individuality. So like I'm kind of like how Candy was like everybody deserves somebody. So, but at the same thing, Poke had a point. Like you have to have some kind of poly situation, and if they're gonna have 2 husbands or a boyfriend and a husband or whatever, it got to be dudes that's okay with it. There's one Virginia. That's it.
Most
But
guys probably aren't going to be okay with that.
it's not, but some people, people have done weirder things, I feel like.
No
So,
disrespect to her, but she got 2 heads, bro.
I don't know. As the unwed sister, if it was me, I wouldn't be listening to no podcast. I'd be like, thanks, bro. That was great. Like,
So
You say I don't got to deal with none of the problems of a man. I just get all the
Right? You
benefits.
just get the benefits, right?
I have a question. I have a question as far as the religious aspect of this. Okay, let's say one of the sisters, the one that's married, is I've given my life to Christ. I'm not having sex until I find
I
marriage.
see where you're going with this.
Now the other sister isn't married to this guy. Is that considered a sin? Because the unwed twin is getting drilled too.
I don't believe that God is that cruel. So.
So let's dive deep into it then. Let's dive deep into it. So technically sin, and this is the part that is not famous. So technically sin is what you claim it to be. If you in your heart truly believe that you're not committing sin, then shall it is not.
Where the hell is that scripture at?
I can give you plenty of scriptures. I can give you plenty of scriptures that tell you what you think about comes about. What you so believe it is, it shall be. It's one of those things. It's a touchy line, and you shouldn't teach it to everybody unless they're really spiritually advanced. But in that sense, Marcus, God has a sense of humor. God is not cruel. God understands all of his creations. And
So
at
you
the end
think
of the day,
because if he's the creator of all, you think he did this to these women and was cracking the fuck up when he did it? Like, look what I'm about to do to these bitches.
well, no. So when it comes, we give God too much credit in that aspect. what people don't realize is the reason why bad things happen to good people and all that other stuff and all that good stuff is God. The strongest thing that God gave man is free will to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You don't have to worship God. He made it so well with free will that you don't have to love him. You can turn your back on him. You can do whatever you want. The strongest thing that God gave man is free will to do whatever the hell that you want to do on this earth. And well, no, I don't think like God, I don't think he came in there. Like, I don't give God the credit for, birth and birth defects and how we're raised and stuff like that. We all have free will to do what we want. Birth defects, if we look at it from a scientific standpoint, usually come when the mother's not doing what she's supposed to do, physically, or when the father is not physically in the place that he's supposed to be physically. So 9 times out of 10, when a birth defect comes, it's because one of the parents was not taking care of their temple the way they should have. So we can't put that on God. I never put that on God and say, oh, he gave them 2 heads. Nah, it's just they might have had some water. They might have been eating some GMO. They might have been doing something to their temples that created this situation. So, but God has a way of smoothing it all out. And it's like you said, like everybody deserves to be with somebody, but how do you do that?
I don't believe
without
that.
being petty?
I don't believe everybody deserves somebody. That's just I don't believe that. I
Why
really
not,
don't.
Marcus?
Because I just don't. Some people are like just real. Like there's people out there who just
Pieces of shit.
Need to be by
they
themselves.
deserve. They deserve the worst of things.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So I don't believe there's somebody for everybody.
But there's always an opposite. There's always an opposite to that. Yin to your yang. There's always somebody who is a female or a man that is extremely raised on survival, where they find somebody who was raised on the total opposite end of the spectrum on love, and they can balance that out. Like our problem is we always try to go around the people that we are just like, and what.
Well, I don't know what happened to his phone.
I was gonna say,
28 years, what I realize is,
oh, there we go.
when you're with a woman that is exactly like, my phone started ringing, but when you're with a woman that is exactly like you, think about magnets, bro. When 2 of the same polarity magnets are put into circumference of each other, what happens?
They pull apart.
Exactly. You can try your hardest and it won't happen. That's how they have, if you want to talk about science, that's how the Chinese people have the fastest train in the world. It uses magnets. So, but if you flip them and you have 2 opposite polar ends of the magnet, what happens? It connects.
That's why they say that's why good girls like bad guys.
It's all about balance. It's about finding a person that brings you balance. And that's where that person deserves that other person. Go ahead.
I just got one other thing before we go ahead and get into the topic. Marion, I know you've seen this because you commented on it on my Instagram. But I thought it was funny. I'm like, yo, there's no way that they really think like this, but maybe they do. And do they have a point? She says she learned this once she got smart. So let's go ahead and get into it real quick. Also, I did the editing for the music also. Hold on.
Really? When did you feel this way? Well, ever since I just got smarter, honestly. Right. Like, I feel like when men don't even other women, it's actually a sign that they really care about you. Because you're their girlfriend.
they're preserving your pussy.
And they're preserving your pussy. And they're making the other girls be ran through. Like, exactly. And the thing is so crazy about it is, like, a man can love you and have sex with other women, but you're his girlfriend. You have that title. So obviously, it doesn't matter if he's having sex with other girls. Right. But men should be able to cheat on you with other women.
Really?
How y'all feel about that?
So this is the one I think I commented on this.
Yes, you did. You commented on it also. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I didn't see. Did you say anything bad?
No, I didn't.
What I'm getting from this is I should be honored to be the one that he wants to cheat on. Right? Is that?
That's what she said.
Did I get that concept right?
That sounds about right. That's what I heard.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I still have faith in humanity. I believe. I can't say I believe that. I can't agree.
What part do you not agree with? All of it?
Yeah, that yeah, because I believe if they really do care about you, they won't.
So when I said when we were talking about the Siamese twins, and you said ain't no dude gonna do that, and I said people have done and believed weird things. These are those weirder things.
Exhibit A, right?
Right. What the heck?
So my thing, what I think about that when let's talk about men. Let's talk about men in general. And we talked about this last time I was on the podcast. Most women don't know the true mind of a man. Y'all think y'all do. Y'all have no idea. You have no idea what it's like to wake up at 13 years old with a boner, and you have no idea what the hell this urge is that you don't know how to control. What I tell women all the time and what I express to my daughter is, yes, you want a man to be faithful and loyal to you, but you have to understand what comes with man. I'll ask you, you guys are spiritually inclined. What is a concubine? Put a concubine in modern day terms.
The woman set aside just for sex, basically. That was not the wife.
That's a good one. What I usually tell people to keep it simple is it is a glorified side hoe. The concubine, if you look up a concubine, they have all of the respect of the wife without the wife title. The wife is number one. So we're going back to Polly. We're going back to Polly. A concubine has all of the respect of the wife. She gets everything paid for. She gets her children taken care of. She has access to the husband. But if that wife says no, it's no. You study the Bible and you study all the concubines of history and everybody that's had a concubine or a second wife. I understand what she's trying to explain, but she did it really stupidly. What she's trying to explain is men are a certain way. I've had sex with a lot of women and I do not care about them at all. In fact, and the other two men could probably agree with me. Anytime I have cheated or acted in a form of cheating, the moment I busted that nut, I felt like shit. Felt terrible.
I walked away from situations like, damn, I ain't have to do that.
Exactly.
And then I just move on about my day.
But what it comes down to is sometimes we're so horny that we literally, like, I know the old saying sounds so lame, but we think with the opposite head. And it's not because we don't love you. It's not that we're not a good man. It's not that we're a piece of shit. It's not that we're liars. It's not that we're cheaters. It's that the first thing that God said is be fruitful and multiply. And that right there is something that we have to deal with every day. If you look at Paul, when Saul became Paul, he asked God to take that thorn from his side of being horny. Okay, that's one of the thorns of which he talked about. And God said, no, bro, you got to keep with that shit. You got to learn how to deal with that shit. You got to learn how to stand up and rise with that shit. And when we're younger, women don't understand that. They try to force us in a box of being with just one woman, and it's so hard for a man. Like, I promise you, no man really wants to cheat on you when he loves you, but we're just fucking stupid and we're following the wrong dick, and people don't get that. And if more women understood what that white lady just explained, you might be able to stick around with the man long enough until he becomes that true king that he's meant to be.
Okay, so now, Polk, I want to ask you, because you're not the only married one on here, but you're the only married man on here.
True.
You feel like once you get to that point, then it's kind of like the temptation is still there, but it's, do I want to risk it for temptation? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is that kind of where it's at once you get married?
I'm probably going to have the same consistent comments tonight. I 1,000% understand what Troy is saying. He's telling the truth. Okay. But where I disagree at and where I'm disappointed in men is we grow, because he said that we're being stupid, but we grow into stupid men. Mm-hmm. And at what point do we have a desire to master our lower half? Like, where is the desire to do that? Mm-hmm. And furthermore, where is the desire to teach our young men?
It's not cool.
See, because like we're looking at what's going on with Diddy, but most powerful men, when you see them fall, it's because of sex. It's because they can't master their lower self. So while Tori's telling the absolute truth, there's no lies there. But as we grow into men, we got to have the desire to master self, the desire to have that discipline. And I don't want to be hypocritical because I have the same temptations. I have the same horniness. I know exactly what he's saying. But I also have a desire to master my lower self and be a good husband and be a good man. And just to say that I've mastered my fucking self. Because I don't want to be stupid. and that's where I'm at with it, man. That's where I'm at with it.
And that's beautiful. Like what you did there is like, if you pay attention to all the sins that God created, there's only one sin really. And he had to make a whole bunch of smaller sins because we're so inferior minded and we don't listen to him. You know, so it's like a kid. Like you have one kid that might be a little bit smarter. You don't have to tell them that much. They get it. But then you have another kid that's a little bit more hard-headed. You got to explain shit in depth. And that's where the 10 commandments come from. There's only one sin and you're talking about it, bro. One sin is the only sin that God cares about is nothing can be your master. You can be a slave to nothing and God must come first. You know, that's why get married. God puts a rule. Don't fuck unless you get married because you guys are putting sex before me. So now I got to make this fucking rule for you to fucking understand that you can't put sex before me. You know, you're lying before me. You're stealing before me. You're taking substance before me. Those are the true sins. Anytime you put anything above God, that is a true sin. And what you're talking about is mastering oneself, becoming the master of your body and not the slave to the things that you do. And that is the hardest damn thing for a man to accomplish, especially growing up in the civilization of which we grew up in, where a lot of my older men that were my influences did not tell me how to handle women correctly. One of my first things was like, women like it rough. You got to throw them around and stuff like that. And, I had to, yeah, bro. And I listen, hey, Marion, watch this. I'm going to show you for growth. I apologize as a child for the shit that I put you through. Do you hear me? I am truly sorry from the bottom of my heart, but I did not know no better. And it took 38 years of living and actually finding real fucking men to actually talk to and tell me, hey, y'all, what you doing is fucked up. You can't do that. That's not how it's supposed to be. But I had my OGs teaching me and telling me how I'm supposed to deal with women. And it's the exact same shit that we see every fucking day in the hood. Every fucking day. And then the women get damaged. They get all fucked up. And then when a nigga decides to become a good nigga or a good man, then we got to deal with this shit. And all this PTSD shit, every woman, now that I've changed into a real nigga, every female thinks that my actions are that of a player or a pimp because I'm busy working. I don't have time for the bullshit. And quite frankly, if you're not talking about nothing that's prosperous or moving my life forward, I cut the conversation short. So they think I'm always entertained by some other female when in reality, you just ain't doing it.
All right.
Okay.
Marion?
So I want to jump back a little bit on what Troy said at the very, 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 very beginning, as far as like women are always trying to put men in a box. And it's like, I didn't put you in that box. You put yourself in that box. You the one that said you were going to be faithful to me. I didn't make you say that. So then when I'm mad because you're lying, I didn't put you in that box. If you wanted to say, hey, listen here, Candy, I want to fuck other bitches. That's cool. And
Did
let
he
me
say
do
that,
with that.
or was it implied?
No,
Because he said, I want to be in a relationship with you. Did you just imply that he was going to be faithful, or did he actually say that?
No, because me, only speaking for me, I want to be in a monogamous relationship and I make that be known. So if I'm talking and we're saying, okay, well, I'm only fuck with you and you gonna only fuck with me. This is not implied. Like, this is not implied. We know what this is. We ain't 10, nigga, we grown. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I don't feel like it's putting you in a box because this is something you're agreeing to where you can say, you know what, that ain't what I want. Yeah, I still want to fuck with you, but I want to fuck with other bitches. But a lot of times, people in general, I don't want to just say dudes. I'm gonna say women too, won't be honest and say that because it's like I know
You're
they ain't gonna be with this, and I ain't gonna be
polite
able to mess
liar.
with them like I
Yes.
want to. And so to say that, we're putting you in a box, I feel like that's unfair. I feel like that's very unfair. And I mean, it could be reaching, like, oh, you think a man's gonna be faithful? It's in our nature to cheat. Okay, cool. Maybe I'm delusional because I'm a faithful dude.
Because you are of the mindset that what percentage of men cheat?
95.
That's extremely high percentage.
It
I
is
like that. I
extremely
like
high.
that. I like that percentage though.
It is extremely
only
high.
if she agrees. Only if she agrees that 95% of women cheat too.
I mean, that's fair. If that's what you want to say.
Because
That's fair.
unless all the men cheat.
And let me guess, we got 3 of them that are in that top 5%.
You absolutely right.
How'd I fucking know?
So real fast, Candy, because I'm not going against what you're saying, but I have a question.
Mhm.
So here's what I'm saying about the box. So I casually court women, and women don't even know how to casually court. Like they don't know how to casually date. They think I'm all theirs because I took you to fucking Red Lobster. What? No, I wanted to get to know you. So here's the issue that I have, and here's why I say you can put me in the box.
You want to fuck too though.
Yeah. So here's why I say you put me in the box is I will be honest, like you're saying, Ken. I'm the honest man. Like, listen, right now, I'm about to have the best summer of my lifetime. I am not trying to be in no relationship. Do you want to participate with me? Yes or no? A female will tell me to